Finally, I received a watch as a birthday gift from my girlfriend, and it's not just any watch, it's the diver that ignited in me the passion to collect vintage inspired watches. It's the Certina DS PH 200M. So have any idea how hard it is to be into wristwatches and for more than 3 years to receive greeting cards and non-wristwatch related surprises? Well, not easy. However, when my girlfriend proposed me to buy me a watch, I was like, hell yeah! So we are looking at the 2018 Certina DS PH and compare it to the ceramic version from 2020. Also, we will review some sailcloth straps from Artem Straps. An iconic diver or the iconic Certina diver is on the channel. Again, a DS PH 200M or the DS PH 200M. The spotlight of today's video is none other than the resurrected Certina DS PH 200M from 1968. Well, yeah, you probably heard this line before, but it's actually the closest reissue of the 68 model, featuring iconic materials such as Hasselite or an aluminum bezel insert, specific to the 70s divers. And what is certain, this is the Certina who got me seriously into watch collecting. And I said it got me because I owned previously this model and I foolishly sold it, regretting afterwards the decision, already typical for me. And this particular Hasselite DS PH, the model launched in 2018, is the watch that started a new era of vintage reissues that revived, in my opinion, the brand Certina. That is right, the Certina DS PH 200M is a model that reignited in some of us the love for the brand. Personally, this black and silver version opened for me an appetite for watch collecting, especially for vintage watches with boxed crystals. And I remember from there I started with the Oris Diver 65, the Schumacher Speedmaster with domed Hasselite, the Mido Ocean Star Tribute, the Tudor Black by GMT, the Doxa Sub 200 the Shark Hunter, and many more. And yes, we did a competition on the channel where we redesigned the Certina DS PH. We made a mix between the iconic 68 model, the 2018 Hasselite version, and the ceramic 2020 version, and everything happening based on your preferences. As well, it will happen on this episode. Do not forget to input your preferences and how would you envision the design of the vintage ZRC GF300. The form of the watch design is in the description. Also, the Brave Beaters channel needs subscribers. Please be kind and support this project for future updates. Thank you very much. And getting back to our diver, the turtle, the symbol of Certina and the strength of the brand is represented on this model. This is one of the reasons why this is my preferred Certina diver, because of the turtle on the caseback and because of the list of the unique features such as the Hasselite crystal, the vintage appearance of the dial, the metallic chapter ring, the red accent of the crosshair and the red seconds hand, the blue superluminova paint and the big lume pip at 12 o'clock, the reduced weight and the pronounced markers on the bezel. These, in my opinion, are some elements that simply adds a lot of character to this model. And I love how the metal flows throughout the dial, and even though it has a black aluminum insert, from the distance it looks like a fully metal aluminum insert, similar to an Explorer 2 bezel. So today it is a good occasion to explore the model and the brand, knowing that officially Certina are available again in the USA through Houdinki shop. However, this model is available in two versions, with the Pelican style case and with the leather strap plus an extra NATO strap. And this was the previous combo that I owned. And the more premium package, let's say, is the model with the Milanese bracelet and the navy NATO strap. Now, a lot of people ask me what model should they buy, the ceramic DS PH or the Hasselite version, and hopefully after the general specifications we can look at both the DS PH ceramic and the aluminum insert to see better what are the differences between them. Firstly, we have a stainless steel case but fully brushed with a diameter of 42.8 mm, a long case with long lugs measuring 52 mm from lug tip to lug tip, a height of 13 mm and 20 mm lug width. We have an unidirectional aluminum bezel insert with 60 clicks, a boxed Hasselite crystal and a screw down crown that ensures 200 meters war resistance. And inside we have the reliable caliber Powermatic 80, an accurate movement with an anti-magnetic balance spring and a power reserve of 80 hours. So this model is part of the Heritage collection, so it comes on a different box than the ones from the Aqua collection. We have the Pelican style case on both the DS PH 200M and the DS Super PH 500M, and the ceramic vintage modern DS PH is part of the Aqua collection alongside the DS Action Divers, and it comes on a regular black box without an extra strap. The big differentiator is definitely the use of the modern materials. The curved blue ceramic bezel insert, beautifully contrasted with gold accents, and the sapphire crystal that is somehow a boxed glass but buried, being on the same level with the ceramic insert. There is also a coinage outer bezel compared to the pronounced teeth of the Hesalite version, but both having a oversized bezel compared to the case, so it can be actioned from every angle. That is a positive. A negative is the crown winding interferes with the bezel, so it needs to be performed somehow from the side. The size of the case is the same, 52mm lug tip to lug tip. The height should be the same, plus the extra boxed 1 or 2mm of the Hesalite. The case is finished on a full polish on the ceramic version, where on the aluminum version we have a fully brushed case. On the case back, the later on has a see-through case back, where on the older version we have the iconic turtle surrounded by the waves as the 1968 model. As the weight is reduced on the early reissue, possibly happening because of the Hesalite crystal, when the later version has a ceramic insert and a sapphire, adding a bit of weight to the watch. So where does Certina wants to place this reissue on the market? Well, I guess there is a list of competitors at the same price range, but mostly beyond. The Oris Diver 65, the Doxa Sub 200, the Middle Ocean Star Tribute, Rados Captain Cook, the Yamaha Superman or the Squale Sub 39, even the Seiko SPB 149. And price wise, I think the Hesalite DS PH 200M is the most affordable out of the list, at least on the pre-owned market listings. And getting back to the packaging, the watch comes on a beautiful Milanese strap, flexible and very comfortable, with a butterfly clasp. The bracelet has quick release spring bars. The beautiful blue NATO strap is the same as the one from the ceramic DS PH 200M, very comfortable with padded leather holes. However, surprise, I wanted to share with you something different that you don't see too often on the channel. I received 2 sailcloth straps from Artem Straps. They are an Australian company that make premium sailcloth straps, if not the best straps in the game, quoting my friend Miguel from SoCal Watch Reviews. And what I like the most about these straps is the feeling that gives to the watches, because they make the watches to look like new, fresh and clean. And I like a lot the curves created by the stitchings. They create the sensation of elegance but comfort in the same time. They make the watches to look like they are in tuxedos. This is how the Explorer 2 feels. And I like also the fitment of the straps with Rolexes, because they are known for having sharp edges, destroying the straps ultimately. But the spring bar holes are very tight on the sailcloth, and they stay pretty far from the sharp edges. So I strapped the 20mm version with wide stitchings on the DS PH, and I think it provides value and elegance to the watch in the same time. Once the strap is bended on the padded area, it takes easily the shape of the wrist, and it provides an unexpected comfort. It does not stress the wrist or the skin, and I like that a lot. And yes, in the future I'd love to see more colors, maybe a dark grey tone or even a colored version. Anyway, with more details I'll come back on a fully dedicated strap episode pretty soon, but until then check them out at artemstraps.com. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you and to conclude in the same time, this Certina DS PH 200M is not the perfect diver watch. Has a long brushed case, an aluminum bezel insert, a 60-click rotating bezel and a Hesalite crystal. And as you noticed, I already scratched it, so I perceive it as a delicate but as a reliable watch in the same time. However, the simplicity and the raw design unveils in my opinion a watch with a lot of character. This is a diver that will make you fall in love with it, but in time. It is the kind of wristwatch that you will always want to have on your wrist or around you. It is that contender from your collection, perfect for a practical day. And this one will qualify as a brave beater, that is certain, but on the same position with the ceramic DS PH 200M, taking the position number 12 in the Hall of Fame. And speaking of the Hall of Fame, I think I should make a dedicated video to present the positions 11 to 25 if I'm not mistaken. And hope you liked this video and enjoyed it as much as I did. I am personally over the moon with this birthday Certina gift, and I am really glad that my girlfriend Andra was inspired to pick up this beauty for me, because I know she knew I regretted selling my first model. So as usual, if you like this episode, please subscribe to the channel because Brave Beaters needs all your support so the project can continue. Thank you very much. And until next time, be brave but stay safe.